You wrote about that
Yeah.
specifically. You talked about, first of all, Leave It to Shaq, when your book was announced, he tweeted out, uh-oh, nah. And then he said, I'm playing, congrats. He said he was just playing. But you said about the marriage, you said, looking back, I don't know that I was ever really in love with the man. It made me want to cry.
Yeah.
But I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. I was in love with the idea of building a life together.
Absolutely. I was in love with the partnership that I never got. I didn't experience partnership in a relationship until now.
Well, Shaunie Henderson, better known as Shaunie O'Neal for many years, the former wife of Shaquille O'Neal, she had said something that kind of set the internet on fire a little bit, an excerpt out of her recent memoir. Now she wants to set the record straight, and where she's answering questions that actually she talks to People magazine about her not being in love, with her ex-husband Shaquille O'Neal. Now her memoir was titled Undefeated: Changing the Rules and Winning on My Own Terms. Now that was released May the 7th, and she's 49 years old, and she had was set the internet by fire is this. She said, looking back, I don't know if I was ever really in love with the man. They said whom she married in 2002. It said the next day, Shaquille posted a message on social media referencing the confession of his ex-wife. He says, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. He said, wishing you all the best. All love, Shaq. That's what he said. He continued to say on the quote, said, trust me, I get it.
Man, listen, I'm not even really into all these relationships these celebrities got, you know what I'm saying, in Hollywood and all of that. But this definitely caught my eyes and ears, because as men, we have these types of conversations all the time, right? Due to the type of BS many of these type of women put men through. And we hear about the men when men are scumbags and they're not up to par, especially when it comes to relationships. This is not talked about enough. And in some of these cases, it really looked like a lot of them are specifically sent to destroy men. Like they're driven to do it.
And so basically, you were saying that you really didn't love the man like that. Maybe you love the convenience, maybe you love the idea, but you didn't really love the man himself. So people will question, well, why would you have 4 kids with him? You know?
You never really loved dude, huh? You never really loved him. And to me, that sounds like Jada Pinkett when she's trying to sell her book. Especially these celebrities. You know, they might be playing in on it, trying to get some buzz around the book. But we got to ask ourselves another question. What kind of market demographic will buy such a thing? Right? Will buy a book like that? And it's the types of women who only love a man for what he can do for them.
Now, if you don't know anything about them, Shaunie, who was over there on the right, was married to Shaquille O'Neal for 9 years. Not only that, they got like 3 or 4 kids together, bro. One of which is like in the NBA or in the NBDL or something like that, G League or something. I don't think you recognize how crazy you sound. You say you don't know if you ever really was in love with him, which means you're still confused to this day. All them years that passed by, and you still don't know if you were or were not in love with the guy. You would have known by now. The woman above me said, you had all those kids and didn't love him? Girl, stop it. Another woman stated, you had 11 kids with him and then kept his last name all these years. Please, Shaunie, stop. Not today. Before I go on, if this does not prove to you that leveling up as a man is not the solution to getting a woman, marrying a woman that's actually a great woman and that's gonna, this should prove it right here. She's classically displaying female nature right now. Indecisive, never satisfied. Like, bruh, you didn't have to even tell us that. Another woman said, to say that and you have kids with him is ridiculous. You was in it for the money and to make a name for yourself while using his name, so basically you used him. I actually want to say that I'm quite impressed and surprised at how frustrated and disappointed women are in her. Most times women don't be holding each other accountable, but they let her know straight up. Shaquille O'Neal put a ring on her finger and married her back then because he thought that somehow she might have been different. Kind of find out the whole entire time she didn't even know she was really in love with you or not. Or this just goes to prove that, women are either unpredictable or never satisfied. But anyway, what y'all think, man? Have a great day.
Supercharge your business.
And I think common sense for a lot of folks is you would really keep something like this to yourself, right? Even if you felt that, you would keep that to yourself. Right. Even if divorce, you have a legacy to uphold, and especially if you're a public figure, right? And this is what I think is lost with a lot of women, and y'all spending years building a name. Why tarnish it, right? Why throw any type of mud on it, right? Even if you feel it some type of way. When men question what women bring to the table and ask what's the point of marriage, all these questions that are coming up nowadays, this is on the minds of those men. Betrayal, a certain woman being a real thorn in a man's side. There are way too many women that are like this, where they fall in love with being married, having a wedding, having a family, really just for social status, whatever their goals are at the moment. And all those types of things consume them. What people think. That's what I mean by social status, right? It doesn't matter how big they are, how known they are. It could be just their circle of friends, circle of people that they hang around, people at work, people in the family. Through all of that, we heard about the kids being mentioned. But through all of that, she kept the last name after the divorce. All the while, allegedly paying for male companionship, if you will, right? So she's done her dirt as well. Nobody's squeaky clean in this. Of course, Shaq is not a saint. Hell no. Your boy was getting his. But this is definitely uncalled for. You got your money and your assets. You find a guy that's better, right? In your eyes, you find a guy that's better. Move forward without tarnishing the name. And instead of saying how much she just used him to get to that bag, it really coming clean. She want to make it seem like she, fought through some adversity. She want to make a BS reason to justify why the relationship fell off and why she moved on. But her really standing on it would be too much like accountability. Let's keep it a buck. Right, because by all accounts, Shaq has even taken most of the blame for everything. For everything not working out, he took most of the blame, at least publicly. Right, standing on what he did wrong. Again, you got to keep certain things indoors. Right, inside your four walls, only you and your family know. And see, this type of situation happens way too often, to where not only is it not worth it to commit long term, but the man regrets ever meeting her in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You regret even going through with it and having a family with him. A lot of men or women who take them through the ringer. Try to take them for all they got, and public ridicule is on that list. That pretty face turns demon time real quick. And as men, we have to see the signs in real time. Take the appropriate steps to move on when we know she's not it. Right? When we know she's not it. Body and physical appearance be damned. There's got to be more to that. How much effort is she putting towards the relationship, towards being with you as well? She's not just there for the ride. You don't even have to have a ton of money. You could just be a guy who, he might be living pretty good, but he has good character, good energy. And she's just looking to feast off your energy. They become fixated on that. Not even just your money, but your energy. what once was a man who enjoyed life got up with a purpose, glass half full, or something to look forward to. Now, dealing with a woman like this, you're a shell of your former self. And really, they never liked or loved you in the first place. And all they doing is poking and prodding to find a way out. I got another question, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Do you think her new husband is taking notes? Do you think he's taking notes? And I'm gonna say, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, man. You know, we gotta start looking at how they did the person before us. That's a good indicator of how it's gonna go when it's with you, when it's your turn. I'm gonna say I highly doubt it though. But what say you? Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. It's about that time. It's about that time. You know what to do. Hit me in them comments. This is EK Real Spicy signing out. And I'm gonna check y'all in the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.